From the 24-hour tracking center, this is a severe weather alert.
We have a new severe thunderstorm warning from Acasta County until 12:45. Warnings continue for most of Muskegon County, Oceana, and Owego counties until midnight tonight, and we're all under a watch except for the southern tier counties of Border, Indiana. Everybody have that watch until 3 a.m. Take a look at Storm Track Live. Solid area of showers and thunderstorms moving in our direction. Some very strong storms here. Within the past hour, right on the beach at Milwaukee, a gust to over 50. South at Cudahy, just south of Milwaukee, 66 miles an hour. 60 miles an hour at Racine, which is north of Kenosha on the map right there. So all in this area, which is this storm right here, we've had reports of strong winds, trees, and power lines down. This storm also producing hail up to golf ball size. I want to stop her here for just a second. First, let's turn on lightning and show you that the lightning count on this is still up close to 50,000. It's north of Big Rapids, a pretty solid area of lightning all the way on down. This may weaken just a touch crossing Lake Michigan, but it should still remain fairly strong as it comes through our area here between now and about 4 or 5 in the morning. Kyle's here to track the storms for you, including that big one out there over Mid Lake.
Yeah, Bill, some really impressive thunderstorms. Now, if you'll bear with me and indulge me, I want to get weather geeky on you for just a second. Let's take a look at the side slice and analyze two really big storms. We'll start out here over Lake Michigan. What I want to do is flip this storm into the vertical, and what we can do is look at the cross section of it from radar. So radar hits the precipitation and bounces back, and this is the side slice of what we're seeing, and we can pan back and forth through this storm. What I want you to keep your eye on is this gray line right here. This is 20,000 feet above ground level. When you see reds and yellows way above this, even up to 40,000 feet over Lake Michigan, that means there's a ton of precipitation, well, quite literally tons of precipitation, suspended well above the freezing line. So that's where we get the hail. All this water that gets shot way above the freezing line has a chance to freeze, does the back and forth up and down while it's suspended, then comes down as hail. That indicates very strong updrafts, and what goes up must come down. So we're talking about very strong winds and the chance for hail once this line comes on shore. Now, I will track this for you in just a second, but the first thing I want to do is show you a side slice of another really strong thunderstorm that's moving in on Big Rapids right now. If you're watching us tonight from Big Rapids, prepare for some very strong winds and most likely some very big hail too. As this storm pushes through West Michigan, and it's about to cross 131, so we'll take you a little bit farther north here. And let me move back and forth on this storm too. Here we go. That's the core I was looking for right there. All this red and yellow up to about 40,000 feet above ground level. This is a very powerful thunderstorm that continues to truck off to the east here at about 40 miles an hour. So let's put a track on this as it moves into Big Rapids. I'll do the line track once again, since this storm is not really, we're not talking about cellular storms here. It's getting to be a little bit more linear along this cold front. This again moving off to the east at about 40 miles an hour. We'll track this out, headed into Big Rapids 5 minutes from now. Barryton, Mecosta, right down through Rosebush. This storm means business. Again, the National Weather Service put out this warning saying we could see 75-mile-per-hour winds, also the chance for 1.75 inch, that's almost golf ball size hail. The other line of storms that I want to track right here, still well out over Lake Michigan, but we can put a line track on this and give you an idea when this is going to slam into the lakeshore here, moving at about 40 miles an hour. That puts it into Saugatuck and Douglas in a little over 50 minutes. You're going to start seeing the lightning show very soon if you're not seeing it already. Fenville, Zeeland, Grand Haven in about an hour. And when we do the tracking tool here, that'll extrapolate the distance out all the way to 131 and Grand Rapids. We'll see this big light show, potential strong winds, and some big hail in a little over an hour. But relief on the way, cooler air behind this, and Bill Steffen has more on that.
Yeah, that's our next big story, is the fact that we're done with the 90-degree temperatures across the area here, and we will continue to see some changes here. Let's go and first of all show you tonight in Grand Rapids, showers and thunderstorms rolling through within the next hour and a half. Strongest storms will be into Ottawa and Allegan counties. As you can see, winds will be switching around from southwest to west and then into the north here during the day tomorrow. So again, here's the way it shapes up. I think for the day tomorrow, we're going to be seeing a return towards some much cooler weather. Again, our threats here overnight tonight, wind and large hail, not so much tornadoes, but generally wind in advance of these storms, and then within the storm itself, the possibility of some hail. Much cooler temperatures here for Thursday and on Friday. Temperatures continue to be on the hot side right here. You can see we don't have any values here to share with you right now, but current temperatures have been running in the low to mid 80s. Lakeshore temperatures have been a little bit lower than that. Here's the way it looks over the next 24 hours. You're going to be seeing temperatures here continue to be On the cool side, we're at 66 here at 6 a.m. in the morning. I think by the time we hit the noon hour, we're in the upper 60s. And late in the day, you'll see temperatures only in the low to mid 70s here. So that's a far cry from the low to mid 90s that we had here during the day today. Midnight tomorrow night, we're already in the 60s, heading down into the 50s. At Lake Michigan, water temperatures in the mid 60s may actually go down a little bit here, and we have small craft advisories continuing into tomorrow. There is the 8-day forecast for you. We have, all right, we just have a severe warning for Muskegon and Ottawa. This is, I'm assuming, southern Ottawa County. You got a time on this for me? 12:15. Okay, a new severe thunderstorm warning for Muskegon and Ottawa County until 12:15. And as you look at the 8-day forecast, you can see we're done with the 90s. I don't even have an 80-degree temperature up there over the next 8 days. We do have temperatures only around 69 or 70 here for Friday. Another good bet for rain will come Friday midday into early on Saturday. We'll have more for you straight ahead.